It's Cody. He's dead.
Oh my God. Why would he do this to himself?
Maybe he didn't.
We need to get him down, Nikolas.
We need to wait for the police.
Cody stole from you, and now he's dead. What if the police think you killed him?
If the police even remotely suspect that I killed Cody, the evidence will prove that I'm innocent.
Cody was after the treasure. Okay, maybe whoever killed him was looking for this. I'll put it in a safe in my room before the jury.
Nikolas! Nikolas.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
You said you found a body hanging in the tunnels?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Looks like suicide to me.
I barely knew Cody, but he didn't seem like the type to take his own life.
We need to tell Lucky about the treasure.
I'm sorry, what?
When my freighter was sabotaged, it sank onto another ship, a ship that belonged to the Quartermains in the 1700s.
Cody has a daughter, Sam, and Sam was supposed to salvage Nikolas's freighter. When she discovered the treasure, she tried to take it for herself.
At the time, I didn't know that Sam and Cody were related. Okay, anyway, Cody claimed that he was an experienced diver, so I hired him to recover the treasure first before anyone else had a chance to.
Well, what about the Quartermains? Don't they have a claim?
The Quartermains and myself agreed to a 50-50 split of whatever we could recover. So, Cody dove the night of the Haunted Star, the night it opened. But he claimed that by the time he had gotten there, the treasure was already gone. We think Sam took it. I mean, no one's seen her, Lucky.
Yeah, and then Cody showed up dead.
So you think Sam and Cole killed their own father?
No, it just doesn't fit. She was too small to have lifted him up there. But see, there was another person involved. A fence named Ben that Cody had warned was dangerous, so I...
Well, then we got a lot of people chasing this treasure. We just got to figure out who wanted bad enough to kill. I've got Detective back up to speed.
So tell me more about this guy, Ben. Lucky says that the victim contacted him about buying the treasure?
Cody owed him money. Seemed to think that he would kill for the treasure.
Okay, you know what? We need to get as much information on Ben as we got.
I first have a few questions for Mr. Cassidy. Starting with your whereabouts earlier this evening.
He was with me. Nikolas found me unconscious in the grotto, and he took me to the hospital.
The doctors released her, and we've been home ever since.
Okay, but I still need to know where you were before you found Miss Quartermain.
I went to the Haunted Star to see Jax. Came here, found Cody. We discussed the treasure. I warned him that he better find it. He left, and then I went to look for Emily.
Okay, so as far as we know, you're the last person to see Cody McCall alive.
Except for the killer.
Mr. Cassidy, you had both motive and opportunity to kill Cody. I guess my only question is, did you?
Nikolas has been with me since right after Cody left.
Unfortunately, you weren't conscious the whole time, so that doesn't help.
No, it's okay. I'll answer the detective's
let me
questions.
call Alexis first.
There's no need to, because I didn't kill Cody. We found the body hanging in the passageway, so we called the police like responsible citizens are supposed to do. So, unless Cody really did commit suicide, the obvious suspect here is Ben.
Okay? Can you describe him?
I never saw him.
Okay, what about you, Emily? I mean, did you see who knocked you out in the grotto?
I was hit from behind.
Then it could have been Cody.
He was here talking to Nikolas. It was probably Ben.
A man that no one's ever seen. Do you know his last name?
No. Cody never mentioned it to me.
And as of now, there's no proof that Ben even exists. You could have made him up to cover your own guilt.
Counselor? Yeah, Mr. Warren. Celebrating your victory, I say. How you doing? You know, I haven't had a chance to do a post-mortem on how Sonny got himself acquitted.
I can tell this conversation's about to get extremely technical, so if you don't mind, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hi. Are you working?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on the place.
Well, it's good to see you.
I'll make this easy for you. I'm just coming to make sure that I'm gonna let you and Rick raise our baby.
Forensics will call as soon as they determine the cause of death.
Lucky. You know Nikolas didn't do this.
Of course not. But it would help if you guys could come up with something on Ben.
I've already told you everything I know about it.
Okay, sometimes in a case like this, a detail that doesn't seem important is. I mean, you both got to think about every time you've been with Cody. I mean, maybe one of you walked in on him when he was finishing a phone conversation.
Lucky.
Did you see him in public?
Lucky. Alexis hired him as a butler. Okay, his references checked out, but according to Jax, he was an experienced con man, so I doubt he left any incriminating information behind.
Okay, I'm gonna start digging up Cody's past. Maybe we can connect it to Ben. You know, get a last known address.
All right, that would be great.
I appreciate you coming by.
You're my brother. We're in this together.
It's getting way too dangerous for you. I want you out.
No, listen,
This.
we've already decided we're doing this together. I told you that I would stand beside you through this whole thing, and I meant it, Nikolas.
All right. All right. I guess the first step is trying to find Ben. I mean, if Cody was in fact murdered, then this Ben guy was obviously the killer.
All right, well, he's probably gone after Sam, and she's probably gone after more treasure. I think this journal can help. Okay, what we know so far is that Blackthorn the pirate was also a Cassadine
You seriously
prince.
you seriously want to keep pursuing this like nothing's happened?
I don't know what else to do, Nikolas.
Fine. Okay. Well, I doubt that the Courage is the first ship that Blackthorn has raided. So
Okay, well, then where did he stash the rest of his loot?
that's probably what's in those missing pages.
Maybe there are other clues in the text.
Possible.
Okay, well then let's get to work. We'll go over this page by page until we figure out where the rest of Blackthorn's treasure is.
Are you having second thoughts about letting us raise the baby?
I'm not ready to be a father. And you are going to be a great mom. And Rick seems to want to be a dad, so that's it. We don't have to have this conversation again.
Alexander, you're working here now?
Faith's a partner in the casino, so yeah. Elizabeth is pregnant. I'm the father.
Oh, well, that's unexpected.
You and Emily just got divorced. I didn't even know you and Elizabeth were dating.
We're not. It was a one-night thing. Elizabeth remarried Rick Lansing.
So I'm going to be a grandfather?
Congratulations, Daddy. I need some advice, Alexis.
I imagine you do.
Elizabeth and Rick want me to let them raise our baby. I need to know what my legal rights are in case I want to keep custody for myself.
I bet Sam took those pages.
Makes sense.
Wherever she went, I'm sure Ben is following her. He wants that treasure.
So if we can find the location of the remaining treasure, we'll find Sam, and probably Ben as well. There are clues in this text. I can just feel it.
I know, but so much of this is about Constance's romance with Blackthorn. I'm not sure it can help.
Ah, but you're being too literal.
To what? I am?
Yes, you are. Look, someone could tell a lot about me by looking at my relationship with you. I'm in love, and it affects me every day, and it's the same with Blackthorn.
Let's go to the entry after Blackthorn saved Constance in the park, all right? Here it is. It didn't surprise me when Constance came looking for me later that night. When she entered, Constance stood out like the aristocrat she was. Not the kind of lady you spill your ale on.
Excuse me. I have a query for you.
I don't answer queries for free.
Yes, naturally. I'm looking for for a man who carries these coins. Tell me where to find him and you'll be well paid.
Today's my day for fortune. I lost this piece, and now you've returned it to me.
No, the coin belongs to another. Return it immediately.
I will. For a kiss.
A kiss? Keep the coin.
Miss Copenhagen doesn't appreciate your filthy hands all over her peg leg. Oh, bloody right. Come on. Come on.
Peg leg? Peg leg? What a ridiculous name. You have 2 feet that I can plainly see.
They don't call me peg leg because I have one. They call me that because I give them to those who cross me. Come on.
That's right.
Well done.
You rescued me in the park, and I'm pleased to return the favor.
I suddenly feel compelled to demonstrate my gratitude.
Prince Nikolai.
Prince Nikolai, the Russian prince when I need to be. Blackthorn the pirate when it suits me better.
You have 2 identities.
Aye, it's true, milady. But both prince and pirate are in love with you. I can't believe he let his guard down and allowed Constance to reveal his identity so quickly.
Blackthorn obviously trusted Constance. She was his one true love. You know what that's like.
I'll always come to your rescue.
Yeah, and I'll always rescue you right back.
Before we get any deeper into his legal rights, I'd sort of like to know how you feel about getting a girl pregnant.
It's a little late for that conversation, isn't it, Dad?
Well, do you care about this baby or the girl?
Okay, Alexis, what do I need to know?
Will you be on the birth certificate?
They don't want me to be.
Well, if you want any legal rights to this child, it'll save you some money down the line if you're on the birth certificate.
Don't pressure him.
No pressure. You're going to ask me a legal question. I'm answering it. You don't have to make any decisions about this, until after the baby is born.
Right, but won't that make me look like I'm neglecting the child?
It sounds like you're being pressured to stay away from the baby, so if that's the case, the judge isn't going to take kindly to that.
I don't have a great record.
I'm not saying you'll get custody. I'm just saying that you don't forfeit your rights as a biological father just because you don't act on it immediately. You can wait until the baby's born.
That's terrible advice.
Coming from a man who didn't look for a son until, what, how many years?
She is right.
I'm right.
That's why I know it's wrong to drift in and out of a child's life. If you don't want this baby, why not let somebody who can care for it raise it? I mean...
This is a very difficult decision. But like I said, you've got time to think about this, and you know that you can call me anytime.
Thank you, Alexis.
You're welcome.
You are such a hypocrite. I don't hear you tripping over yourself to give legal advice to Christina's biological father, whoever the hell he may be.
I'm an attorney. He asked me a legal question, I answered it, and my personal life has no bearing on Xander's whatsoever.
Couldn't help but notice you're talking to Alexis Davis. She's still your lawyer, right?
No, she's also a friend. And she happens to be dating my father.
Because if you're thinking about changing your mind,
I'm not. As far as I'm concerned, this baby is yours and Elizabeth's.
Did you find any clues where Blackthorn hid the rest of the treasure?
Yeah, maybe. Listen to this. Yeah. I've left the only place that comes before the name of my one true love.
That's cryptic. What do you think it means?
I don't know. But I think we just found our first clue.
That report came back on Cody McCall. He was murdered. Rick Lansing wants to question you.
Are right, I'll call Alexis, tell her to meet us at the station in the morning.
Rick needs to question Nikolas tonight.